Welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All. I know it's been a long time since we did it, but I'm going to explain right now why it has taken so long. As you can tell, there is not two screens right now. I don't know why I held my fingers up like two screens. It's one screen. That is because before I was playing these games on an emulator to go off of the DS ones, which I really enjoy more. But the problem being that the emulator kept lagging on this one part of the case, no matter what I did to it. No matter restarting my computer, turning things on, turning things off, anything, no matter what, it just would lag on that part, and it was taking like twice as long to get through. So, around, I don't know, December, maybe, I bought this game with the intent of playing through it on the Wii and getting back to where I was and then recording again. Of course, as you can see, that didn't work out too well, and I finally finally tonight, I got back to where I was supposed to be. So we're gonna frickin' start. As you can see, the Wii version does go into like a two-screen thing. It has 3 save files even. Hopefully it comes out looking alright in the recordings, cause it's either this or nothing, guys, so let's do it. December 29th, 9:43 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5. Good morning, Max. Max? Milk. What? If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage, I just can't function, sweetie. Stage? Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down. I guess. Nick! Max is really nervous. That's understandable. Hey, my sweeties! What? You don't think I should fly, do you? Huh? You know, you've got to make a good first impression. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly in and warm up the crowd a little. No. We can't be having you flying around the courtroom. It just wouldn't be right. Imagine if you hit someone. Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says and everything will be okay. Oh, sweetie. What is it this time, Max? Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? I can see it now! The dashing young lawyer, flying fabulously in from above! One glimpse of that, and everyone in the room will be on your side! Max, really, no one needs to fly today! Nick? What's with that look in your eyes? I like the sound of that! Dashing young lawyer flying fabulously! Ah. Okay, let's focus on the trial. December 29th, 10 a.m. District Court, Courtroom number 2. And now the case of... What?
Your Honor, get on with it.
Oh, sorry, I just realized that the defendant's name is Billy Bob Johns. So? Well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica? Yes, Your Honor, he does often go by that name. You know, my grandchild is a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if he called the defendant Maximilian Galactica. So, sounds more friendly. I wonder if that is to our advantage. Miss Von Karma, your opening statement, if you please.
I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix Wright. That spirit channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy. It did not count. Do you hear me?
She must still be upset about what happened last time.
You have no chance. Zero. Zilch. Nada. I'm not losing this case. Why, you ask? Because it is not in the nature of a Von Karma to lose at anything.
Guess being born with the name Von Karma is a free pass to be arrogant and annoying.
Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are.
Me? Guilty? What are you talking about?
It will be my ultimate revenge.
Her dad is gone, you know.
The prosecution is finished. Let's hurry and wrap up this waste of time.
You may call your first witness, Miss Von Karma.
Detective Dick Gumshoe, get up here, now! Sorry to keep you from work, as I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, Detective.
Don't mention it! It's no trouble at all! I've been looking forward to this!
Very well. I would like you to begin by shedding light on the events in question.
At your service, sir! Alright, detective. You may proceed with your testimony. Okay. Details of the event. Let's go. The night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. All of the circus performers gathered in the big top to practice their routines. The practice session broke up around 10 p.m. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m. The victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail. The cause of death was a blunt force trauma that snapped the vertebrae in his neck. Oh, that seems very shut and closed. Oh, crap! I see! He was beaten to death! Here's the autopsy report for the victim. The court accepts this into evidence. Okay, why don't we ever get to see these before the case starts anymore? A blunt object. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Alright. One of the cool things about having the Wii is it has this one control where you have to, like, throw the remote forward. Like, I don't quite understand how to do it all the time. There we go. Let me ask you about the snow. It was nearly a blizzard up until the time of the crime. Did it pile up? It wasn't such a big deal, maybe about 1.5 inches while it was on the ground. The snow froze in place and stayed on the ground until the next day. The snow, let me see. There's got to be more to this. What's the matter, Nick? I need to take a look at the court record. Mr. Gumshoe, what were the members of the circus doing at the night of the crime? See, now if I could just get it to go on will, it doesn't freaking go on. There we go! When you say all of the circus performers, who do you mean? Everyone with the dancers and the staff were there. Regina the animal tamer, Animal Tamer, Mo the Clown, Ben the Ventriloquist, and of course the defendant, Maximilian Galactica, and his victim, the Ringmaster. Oh, I almost forgot, Regent the Tiger was there as well. Out of curiosity, what about the circus monkey? When I was investigating yesterday, he happened to snatch my wristwatch. Detective! You are welcome to file a police report after these proceedings. See now, the only way I've ever been able to get it to go is like by twirling it. There, like that. After the practice was over, where did everyone head off to? Regina was playing with the Regent, while Mo went back to his room tired from work. Ben the Ventriloquist went to the front gate to absorb his own world. The Ringmaster and Max went off to the Ringmaster's room to talk it privately. Talk privately, huh? That's awfully suspicious. You wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you? It seems they were negotiating Max's salary. actually Max was asking for Regina's hand in marriage. Okay, so, from now on, I'm probably just gonna press... You can also just press the minus button on the Wii one, and it does it. And it's a lot easier. I'd like you to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15 p.m. Okay, not a problem, pal. We've got a witness that told us how... Ow!
This is totally meaningless. Time to move on.
Alright. We'll just have to revisit that testimony later. Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling us how the victim met his end? Really? God, you're so stupid, Judge. A wooden box? That's right! The victim must have been carrying the wooden box when he was killed. Carrying the box, huh? It was a rather strange wooden box, Your Honor. What do you mean? Well, it was much heavier than it looked. Not to mention it was locked. Locked, you say? Alright, so we got that added to the court record. This may be my only chance, so I might have to ask some questions. Let's see, let's ask about the contents. Do you mind telling us what was inside the box? Well, when we found the box, it was locked tighter than a Fort Knox. So we took it back to the station and cracked it open. All that was inside was this little bottle. Bottle? What is it, Detective? Exactly what it looks like, Your Honor. It's a condiment bottle. What's inside the bottle? It's filled with pepper. Pepper? Why in the world was it locked in that big box? There was only one little bottle in that huge box? I wonder if that has some sort of special meaning. Alright, well, we got a small bottle. According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was the blunt object, right? Was a blunt object. You've done your homework, pal! And you haven't found this murder weapon, have you?
The police are searching for it as we speak.
My theory is that it was something the perpetrator ran off with. You think so, especially since you didn't find it on the scene. No! I bet he made it disappear with magic! Well, I think we have a good feeling for the details of the event now. I guess that's all we're gonna get out of Gumshoe in this case. You mean all we're gonna get out of it is a little bottle of pepper?
Now that we have wrapped up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness.
I'm not even off the stand yet!
Obviously, but that's due to being slow and unable to take a hint.
I don't know, but wrapped up has such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy. Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Miss Von Karma, call your next witness.
I would like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand.
She must be talking about Ben the ventriloquist. I wonder if Trilla will show up on the stand as well. I sure hope not. Oh, look at what showed up.
Please state your name and occupation for the record.
My full name is Trilloquist. I am employed as an opera tenor. Excuse me? The witness called to the stand was one Mr. Benjamin Woodman ventriloquist. That robe must... That robe... Oh, robe, okay. That robe must be cutting off your circulation. I said that I was a singer. Maybe you don't believe me. Fine, I'll grace you with a song. Me. The world of the law, exciting and daring, guilty or innocent, decided by the judge dressed like a woman. Well, what do you think? It had a good rhythm. It's just the lyrics. They leave something to be desired, so to speak. Cello, you must be no better than to insult a judge. Shut up! Just look at your nose. You would think you'd have a sense to fix it. It's so ugly I want to punch you in the face on the off chance swelling would help. You know that your nose is the reason you'll never be an A-list star? Celebrities must really enjoy saying everything that flashes into their minds. What's going on here? Order, order! I demand to know who the witness is! Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trello handle this. I'm not worried about you one bit. I'm worried— ouch!
You won't get anywhere trying to figure out this witness. Now let's proceed.
What you witnessed. Whew, this is getting hard on my throat. It's been a while. Once practice was over, I left the tent with the stooge. Clown. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went over to the plaza. That's when I saw Max, heading towards the scene of the crime. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away.
You saw Maximilian Galactica heading towards the scene? You're sure of that?
Without a doubt, he had on his silk hat, cloak, and the dumb white roses on his chest. How can you mistake someone with that crazy get-up and his nose stuck up so high? That's enough! I think we all get the picture. Just one thing. You said you ditched the clown. That's right, dress boy. Well, since you weren't with him, couldn't that mean the clown committed the crime? He's got a point.
What a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown can't be the criminal.
Why's that?
Here is absolute proof.
Silk hat?
This was found at the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant.
Ah.
Without question, he was wearing his signature hat during practice. If the clown was the murderer, there would be no reason for this hat to be at the scene.
Well done, Miss Von Karma. Your prosecutorial skills are unrivaled. Well done.
Thank you for stating the obvious. Mr. Phoenix Wright, what do you have to say?
Okay. I guess she's the boss again today. Alright. Let's see what to do. What are we doing? Alright. Hold it! Are you sure it was really Max Galactica? Of course I'm sure! How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby three-piece getup? Snobby three-piece getup? Get the wax out of your ears, lawyers nowadays! You're like talking to a brick wall! Max three-piece getup, jeez! Could you be any more dense altogether now? Silk hat, cloak, white roses! Thank you! Nick, I think you should put a little bit more effort into preparing your questions. Hold it! You saw Max and only Max, right, Trillo? That's right! And that makes him the killer! There was only one person heading that way that night. That makes quite a bit of sense and makes Max one suspicious character. There's more to this story than meets the eye. Is there something amiss here? Let's see. That's a bit strange, don't you think? What's strange? That you only saw Max. Doesn't it seem like you should have saw someone else as well? What? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Who else was supposed to be? Oh, blocking my view of the question. Okay, we're gonna present Russell Berry. That's the victim! That's correct. If Trillo was at the entrance to the plaza, he should have seen the ringmaster as well! Ah!
Obviously, the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness could have seen him. Anyone with sense could have figured that one out.
What are you talking about? The ringmaster and Max went together to the ringmaster's room.
Is that according to the defendant? A likely story. If Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the ringmaster's room, why was he, just as the witness stated, at the scene of the crime?
Ah! I see. It seems that at this stage I have no reason to doubt this witness's testimony. And there are clearly no conclusive contradictions. He's right.
A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now let's move along with the testimony.
Trillo wouldn't happen to have an ulterior motive for incriminating Max, would he? Well, Max is part of that bitter love triangle with Regina, which is probably why Max conked him over the head. Nick? Wasn't Ben the one who got knocked over the head? Yeah, I think so. I don't know anymore! These people are so confusing.